Yo, fuck you, Vrchat.
Goddamn, Cam. You're fucking.
What's up, y'all? We're all aware of Vrchat's, stereotypes and shit, right? The urban legends and memes that have evolved. However, there's really one guy who I actually kind of care about and is relevant for the video.
Because I have phantom pain!
Now, I'm aware that YouTuber Snow on Time has already made a second video with this particular individual and, paid their dues and shit. However, it's not actually him that I care about here at all, since you probably read the title. What the clip is about, Phantom Sense is what I actually want to delve into. Now, I want to start by making one thing absolutely crystal clear, because there is a obvious difference between phantom pain and phantom pain, as actual phantom pain is usually a phenomenon that amputees actually have to deal with, defined as, quote, the real sensation of pain or discomfort in a body part that has been amputated or removed, caused by brain nerves sending symbols as if the limb or organ was still there. And then meanwhile, phantom pain, which is basically the shit I'm talking about, is apparently, allegedly, a sensation Vrchat chuds feel when they're touched in virtual reality, as they're either too immersed or genuinely try to convince you it's an actual condition. But let me just mention that I'm not intentionally dissing anyone in this video, but I clearly do have my own opinions and biases, which I'll go into a bit later. But let's start by effectively just crash coursing our way through the basics and some of my questions. Why not, right? Now, I've already explained what people claim to describe it as, though I don't really feel like reiterating it because I'm a fat, lazy bum chud. Fuck it, dude. I'm dropping this act. I'm dropping the mask. I'm giving my opinions this early, which I normally don't do, and I really didn't want to do. But I did some of my own little mini research because I'm petty like that. And I'm not joking you. 13 of the 15 participants happen to also claim to have multiple other disorders. Some admitted to being either self-diagnosed or, I shit you not, quote, diagnosed by AI. Which, you know what? Fuck you, and your 7 billion disorders, dickwad. Although I doubt this has really any correlation, ironically enough, many of the people I interviewed were in furry avatars, though I'm not saying there's exactly a correlation. Do with that info what you will. And, funnily enough, a lot of them claim to have tons of other phantom senses, like, well, as I mentioned earlier, phantom pain, phantom allergies. No, I'm not joking, unfortunately. Phantom allergies, where they claim that if you, for example, throw a tomato at them, or have a flower on your avatar, their throat will genuinely start closing, which isn't how allergies work, by the way. And one genuine creature claimed to have phantom bowel issues. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I can't take this shit anymore, ref. Do something. You know what, bro? Fuck. Alright, at this point, I'm being fully open about my fucking opinions and biases. Cause, okay. Do I think Phantom Sense is real? Yes, to an extent. As, for example, sometimes I'll be chilling playing something like Blade and Sorcery and, like, flinch when I'm hit by something in game, like an arrow. But the difference here is, I don't claim to actually feel pain or actually feel the arrow going into my fucking skull. Why, you ask? Because there's a difference! And all the other phantom bullshit I mentioned isn't real either. Suck my balls, I genuinely don't care, because in my mind, phantom senses ain't real. And you're a chud if you genuinely think that if I put a VR knife through you, that you're gonna feel the pain within real life through the headset. It's stupid. It's stupid. I need to get a glass of water between recording these fucking script sessions.
A few moments later.
Alright. I'm assuming by just reading my script and doing these lines that the video is probably a bit shorter and for sure a lot less informative than usual. But if I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you, which I really want to do as a creator, I was genuinely hoping that this video could be neutral like usual. I genuinely, I hoped and I begged and I prayed, dog, but after collecting the answers I got, I have lost all hope in humanity. Like, okay, I get it. People can be corny sometimes, people can be a bit cringy, that's normal. I'm not shocked my fucking balls aren't being blown out the back of my head. But, dude, I've met some cornballs and some cringy people here and there. That's life. That's what it's like being on the internet. I'm not shocked. If you can't tell, I'm standing up because I'm so mad talking about this. I'm not even sitting down anymore. There is an extent where you claim to have other, like there's, think, monkey, think. There are actual people who suffer from actual phantom pain. And you're basically shoving their fucking actual condition to the floor, spitting on it, and saying, well, I actually have it because I'm in Vrchat and I'm a victim. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Like that fucking Iron Mouse song. I need to blow my shit smooth off. I've lost all hope in humanity, man. I'm being so for real with y'all for a second. Fuck. I need a fucking nap. Alright, y'all. Cam, editing here, post-nap. Sorry if I sound like shit this video. I'm, like, congested as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I have, like, a sinus infection or some shit. So, if I sound like donkey ass, it's my bad. The video is different than the ones I usually do. Not, like, too different, but different enough in the fact that I was getting mad and, like, worked up. I don't really care in post. Like, if I get worked up, that's how it is. Because I think that these people are stupid and corny and cringy. Good night, y'all. All that shit. Fuck.